you very much indeed. Hello, I'm Alexander Armstrong, and welcome to Pointless the Quiz, where the more obscure your knowledge, the better your chances of winning. Let's meet today's players. And couple number one.
Hi, I'm Sam. I'm from Corby Glen in Lincolnshire, and I'm here with my dad, Nigel, who's from Derby.
Couple number two.
Hi, I'm James, and this is my stepsister, Ellie, and we're from Portsmouth.
Couple number three.
Hi, my name's Bert, and I'm with my lovely wife, Jill, and we're from a little Cotswold town called Wootton-under-Edge in Gloucestershire.
And finally, couple number four.
Hi, I'm Rod. This is my son, Ollie, and we're from Northampton.
And these are today's contestants. Thank you very much, all of you. Warm welcome to the show. Lovely to have you here. That just leaves one more person for me to introduce. Good job he's here. Otherwise, you'd probably find him shouting obscure answers at passing traffic. It's my pointless friend. It's Richard.
Hiya. Afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon to you.
And to you.
Two returning pairs, James and Ellie, welcome back. Knocked out in round two. Rod and Ollie, knocked out in round one. Ollie started us off last show with a 100-pointer.
Yeah.
Today's the day Ollie fights back, I think.
I think so.
We're going to see an awful lot more of them, I'm sure, there on podium four. Round one today is about, I'm going to say, the greatest heroes of our age.
Nice.
Yeah.
Don't know what he's talking about yet. We will find out. Yes, Helen and John didn't win the jackpot last time, so we're adding another £1,000 to it, which means today's jackpot starts off at £3,500. There we go. Right, if everyone's ready, let's play Pointless. Just remember at all times, it will be the pair with the highest score at the end of each round that will be eliminated, so just keep your scores nice and low. Best of luck to all four pairs. Our first category today is TV. Can you all decide in your pairs who's going to go first, who's going to go second? And whoever's going first, please step up to the podium. OK, so our question concerns daytime TV presenters.
The unsung heroes.
Yeah.
We're going to show you 16 pictures now of people who presented or reported on daytime television programmes. Can you identify any of these people, please?
Thank you very much. So, as Richard mentioned, we're going to put an image up with 16 faces on. That will not change for the whole round. That stays up, OK? You just have to shout out the name of any person you recognise on that board. Here is the image. There we go. 16 daytime presenters. Just give you a moment to digest that. Nigel, welcome to Pointless. Good to have you here. Tell us all about yourself, Nigel.
I'm retired now.
Yeah.
I spent 24 years in the Royal Air Force working with explosives and then did 20 years working with medical equipment.
Well, good job. You didn't confuse them. That would be terrible. So, in your retirement, Nigel, what do you fill your time with?
Well, I do quite a lot of scuba diving around the world.
Very good.
And 3 years ago, I started a veterans breakfast club up in Derby, and we meet once a month. So we have a bit of banter.
How long do the breakfasts go on till?
As long as we want, really. There's no set time limit.
Yeah.
But I'm ex-RAF, so breakfast doesn't start till 11.
I see. Okay.
didn't get
Well,
up
hang on,
early.
why is that? Well,
We never got up early in the RAF.
Really?
No.
I never knew that. Wow. OK, very good. Now, Nigel, who are we going to go for here?
I think I'm going to go for Alison Hammond.
Alison Hammond says Nigel. Let's see if that's right. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Alison Hammond. Alison Hammond is right. That's a good start to the round. Well done, 29, Nigel. Very good.
Well played, Nigel. Yes, been the showbiz reporter on This Morning for nearly 20 years now. Alison Hammond, since almost immediately after she left the Big Brother house. It's cool to have an explosives expert on the show, isn't it?
I know.
We don't have that very often.
No.
It's usually civil servants, isn't it?
I know. Maybe that's
really
what all the civil servants really do. You know when they say I'm not really allowed to talk about my job?
Yeah.
I
But
think
Nigel,
so.
because he's a maverick, just tells us.
Yeah. Thank you very much indeed, Richard. Now, Ellie, welcome back. Good to have you with us once again. Remind us all about yourself.
Well, unfortunately, I am a civil servant.
That is unfortunate. That really is unfortunate.
That's good timing, wasn't it?
Yeah. Explosives, Ellie?
Unfortunately not.
Oh, anything explosive at all about your work that you can tell us about? Anything?
No, unfortunately not. I can't talk about it.
OK. Tax department. OK, now, Ellie, what do you do when you're not working?
Well, again, it's rather boring. I like to work out a lot, and I'm actually part of a running group. Get up at about well, I have to get to the Southampton Common at 6 a.m.
Whoa.
So I go and do about 5-6 miles before work.
What?
Yeah, buns on the run.
Whoa, yeah. It sounds great. Now,
Yeah.
Ellie, who are you going to go for on our board here?
I'm going to choose Judge Rinder, and if you need his first name, I can give that as well.
I think his first name is Judge.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Judge Rinder says, Ellie, let's see how many of our 100 people said Judge Rinder. Judge Rinder is right. 29 is the only score we have so far. 53 for Judge Rinder.
Yeah, it's a big score because we accepted Judge Rinder or Robert Rinder from our 100.
Thank you very much indeed. Now then, Jill, welcome.
Thank you,
Great to have you here.
Alexander.
Tell us all about yourself, Jill.
I am an office administrator.
Where's the office? What sort of office is it?
It's in just outside of Wootton-under-Edge, where we live.
Very nice.
And if you'd had an insurance claim in your house,
Yes.
and you'd had a flood or a fire, it's my job to book in the tradesman to go
Yeah.
back and put it right. So it's a building contractor's film, but we put things right for
So
you.
lots of people ring you in a sort of state of panic,
They would
and by
ring
the
the
time...
insurance company, and the insurance company appoint our company to do the work.
Okay, but by the time you finish dealing with them, their lives are so much better. You're a
Yes.
mender, you're a fixer.
Fixer,
That's nice.
indeed.
Well, okay, what are you going to go for, Jill, on our board?
I'm going to take a risk on one, and it's Anita Manning.
Anita Manning, says Jill. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Anita Manning. It is Anita Manning, well done. Well, 53 is the high score, which you passed, 29 the low score, which you passed. Down we go to 3. Very well done indeed, Jill. Anita Manning.
Very well played, Jilly. I suspect a lot of people knew the first name, but the surname is why she
Yeah.
only scored 3 there. Host of Bargain Hunt, expert on bargain hunt, antiques, road trip, all sorts of things.
Thank you very much indeed, Richard. Now, Rod, welcome back.
Thank you.
Good to have you with us once again, Rod. Remind us all about yourself.
Yes, I'm a retired forklift truck driver, basically. I used to work in a furniture warehouse.
Was there anything more fun than driving a forklift truck?
Absolutely not, especially forklift tag. That's very good.
How do you play that? How do you do
just
that?
drive around and gently run into people with other forklifts. gently.
See how many, what, the one with the tallest stack of pallets?
That's yep. That's the sort
Fantastic.
of thing. Yeah.
How does that work? I don't understand that.
Yeah. No, you do that. Yeah. So if you're going that way
Yeah.
and you go that way.
You see, that's why I'm confused. Now, Rod,
Yes.
can you name any of these daytime presenters? Who are you going to go for on our board?
I'm going to go for Alex Scott.
Alex Scott. OK, let's see. That's a vigorous nod from Ollie. Look at that. Let's see. Alex Scott, is that right? Let's see how many of our 100 people said it. No. Oh. Oh. Beware the vigorous nod from Ollie. That's all I can say. I'm afraid that's incorrect. Scores you 100 points.
Yeah, no, Alex Scott, I'm afraid, Rod.
Thank you very much. We're halfway through the round. Let's have a look at those scores. 3, the best score of the pass. Very well done indeed. Jill, looking very strong. 29 is where we find Nigel and Sam. 53 is where we've got Elliot and James. 100. Oh, dear, Rod and Ollie. It was a first round exit last time. Can't be that this time. Now, Ollie, I hope you've got a nice low score.
I can try.
OK, good luck with that. We're going to come back down the line now. Will the second players please step up to the podium? OK, Ollie, welcome back to Pointless.
Thank you.
Remind us all about yourself, Ollie.
So I work for an energy company in Northampton, and I like to play my sports during the week and at the weekend.
And what are your sports?
American football, so non-contact American football, and cricket as well.
Very good indeed. Do you watch a lot of daytime television?
No. I do know a couple. I think I'm going to go for Nick Hewer.
OK, Nick Hewer says, Ollie, no red line for you, as you are currently the high scorers. But how many of our 100 people spotted Nick Hewer? Nick Hewer is right. Not bad. That's 14. Interesting. 114.
Well played, Ollie, giving yourself a chance there. Yeah, the host of Countdown since 2012, Nick Hewer.
Thank you very much indeed, Richard. Now then, Bert, welcome to Pointless. How smart are you, Bert?
Thank you very much.
Look at that. Bert, tell us all about yourself.
I currently work for a company in an administration office similar to Jill, but we deal with logistics. Our company supplies everything you'd find from fast food restaurant right the way through to fine dining. We supply the packaging.
Wow.
So, and
That's exciting. Have you found that you've had to go very much more sustainable and biodegradable?
Recently,
in the
it's
last...
gone very, very green,
Yeah,
and
this
it's
is a good
absolutely
thing.
amazing what they make things out of. We had our suppliers come in and show us plastic cups, look like normal plastic cups.
Yeah.
And they're actually made out like bamboo and biodegradable plants now, and they feel no different.
They'll hold a cup of tea.
Yeah, they'll hold a cup of
For
tea.
nearly 3 minutes before.
Before you burn your hands,
They
yes.
will. No, that's
No,
fantastic.
that's absolutely fantastic, yeah.
Good stuff. Now, Bert, this is great news. You are through to the next round. Doesn't matter what you score. But I think you've probably got a good answer. Who are you going to go for?
Well, I'm going to be a bit of a coward and play it safe, and I'm going to go for David Dickinson.
David Dickinson says.
Man with a golden
Bert.
tan.
OK, no red line. You're already through. How many people said David Dickinson? David Dickinson is right. Down he goes to 63. Takes your total up to 66. Very well done. You're through.
Yeah, he got his big break when he met a BBC producer at a barbecue.
Wow.
But there he was, marinating himself. And...
Exactly. Thank you very much indeed, Richard. James, now, welcome back. Good to have you with us once again. Remind us all about yourself.
So I play a lot of sport. Hockey, sailing and skiing are my main ones.
OK, we've cut straight to hobbies. I like to come in at the ground level on what do you do?
An accountant. So I try
Let's get to hobbies. OK, skiing.
skiing, yeah. So I've been around the world.
That sounds right. Are you an ace skier then?
I like to think so, yeah.
OK, good. James, there you are. You're on 53. If you can score yourself 60 or less, you are through to round 2. Can you name any of these daytime presenters?
One on there that I like from another show, so I'm going to go for him, hoping that people don't know his surname, is Ori Aduba.
OK, Ori Aduba. Let's see if that's right. Let's see how many of our 100 people got Ori. There is your red line. It's right. And you're through. Very well done indeed. Very good indeed. Down that goes to 5. Takes your total up to 58.
it's a good answer, yeah. He used to do a quiz called Hardball at Ori Aduba.
Thank you very much indeed, Richard. Now, Sam, welcome.
Hi.
Very good to have you here, Sam. Tell us all about yourself.
So I'm a housewife at the minute, although I'm sure my husband would sack me if he could, because I hate it. I'm not very good.
Wow. Wow, there's a lot in there.
No, I really don't
what? I think our butterfly's back.
No.
I think so. I just caught something in the corner of my eye there. Has anyone else seen something fluttering around? Yeah, it's a butterfly back. It's exciting.
It is exciting. I mean, it's been with us for weeks now. It does go outside. I've seen it go outside, so it just...
It goes outside for a fag.
Comes back in, yeah. Comes back in. But yeah.
Yes, so, Sam, tell us more about yourself. What else do you get up to? What pleases you?
I have an unusual obsession with elephants, and I've got between 400 and 500.
What are they? What sort of size are they?
Any size, really. If you can make it into an elephant, I've probably got it. So soaps, pottery, clay.
You got any made out of bamboo?
I haven't got bamboo ones.
OK. It's very durable. You'd think it was plastic, but it's, it's actually not. But anyway, listen, there you are. You're 29. 84 is your target. 84 or less keeps you in the game.
I think I'm just going to have to go for Gloria Honeyford.
OK, Gloria Honeyford, said Sam. Here is your red line. There is our butterfly. If you can get below the red line, you're through. If you can get below the butterfly, you're amazing. Let's find out. Gloria Honeyford, how many of our 100 people said it? Well done. And well done. 63. Well done indeed. Taking your total up to 92.
I mean, why did that not freak the butterfly out? That's what I don't understand.
So cool, this butterfly.
Now, let's take a look at the rest of these, shall we? Top left.
Jeremy Vine.
Jeremy
Doesn't look at all like him,
Vine.
does it?
Yeah, he would have scored you 44. Top right.
He's the antiques man. He's called Paul. I don't know what his name is.
Paul Martin.
Paul Martin.
Flog it, all sorts of things.
Yeah.
Great presenter. 3 points for Paul Martin. Host of Politics Live, Joe Coburn, would have scored you 1. The best answer on the board from Animal Park and Place in the Sun, Jean Johansson, Scottish presenter. She's a pointless answer. Talking of Scottish presenters,
Lorraine Kelly.
lovely Lorraine Kelly.
Lovely Lorraine.
She would have scored you 67. From A Place in the Sun,
and moved to the country, whatever that one's called.
Yes.
Johnny, I don't know what his surname is, though. Johnny.
We watch it a lot in breaks between shows, don't we? Johnny Irwin.
He's very good, Johnny.
Yes, he's
Johnny Irwin.
1 point for Johnny. Next down.
Nikki Chapman.
Nikki Chapman, Wanted Down Under. Let's go. Lots of things that she does. Another great host, 11 points next to her.
Rav Wilding.
Lovely Rav Wilding. You would have scored 10 points, and next to Rav.
Victoria Derbyshire.
Victoria Derbyshire. And she would have scored 9 points.
There we are. Thank you very much indeed. Richard, well, we are at the end of our first round, which means we have to say goodbye to one of our pairs. Oh, no. Oh, Rod and Ollie. I'm sorry, this is where we have to say goodbye to you. It's been lovely having you here. It's been a bit brief, that's all. Anyway, thank you so much for coming to play. Ollie and Rod. But for the remaining 3 pairs, it's time for round 2. There we are, down to 3 pairs. Well done, everybody. Our category for round 2 today is general knowledge. Can you all decide in your pairs who's going to go first, who's going to go second? And whoever's going first, please step up to the podium. OK, and the question concerns things beginning with bar. Richard.
Yep, 6 clues on each board. Every single answer begins B-A-R.
Thank you very much indeed. OK, let's reveal our first board of 6 clues, and here they are. Fast and slender, predatory fish of the family Spherinidae, found in warm water regions. Adult male singing voice pitched between tenor and bass. A crescent-shaped shifting sand dune, as found in the deserts of Turkestan. Invitation-only rugby union side. Frequently plays matches against touring international teams. Surname of South African surgeon who performed the first successful human heart transplant operation. Nickname of Frederick I, Holy Roman Emperor, 1152 to 90, from the Italian for red beard. I'll read those again. Fast and slender, predatory fish of the family Spherinidae, found in warm water regions. Adult male singing voice pitched between tenor and bass. A crescent-shaped shifting sand dune, as found in the deserts of Turkestan. Invitation-only rugby union side. Frequently plays matches against touring international teams. Surname of the South African surgeon who performed the first successful human heart transplant operation. And nickname of Frederick I, Holy Roman Emperor, 1152 to 90, from the Italian for red beard. There we are. Sam.
There's a couple on there that I know, but I think I'm going to go for the fast and slender predatory fish as a barracuda.
Barracuda, says Sam. Let's see how many of our 100 people said barracuda. Barracuda is right. Down it goes to 41. Not bad. 41 for barracuda.
Yeah, the great barracuda, which you get off Florida, can grow up to 8 feet in length. They've got sharp teeth. They attack people sometimes.
They do. If there's something shiny, if they see something shiny, they go for it.
Really?
Yeah.
What would you be wearing that's shiny?
A cape.
Okay. Like a scuba cape.
A scuba cape.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you very much indeed. Now, James.
So there's a couple I know up there. I'm going to go for the invitation-only rugby union side as the Barbarians.
The Barbarians, says James. Let's see how many of our 100 people said the Barbarians. It is right. 41's our only score, and you pass it. 35. Not bad. 35 for the Barbarians.
Yeah, it was inspired by a man called William Percy Copp Mell, and essentially he just loved rugby tours and wanted to invent another one as an excuse to go on more. And, you know, he did very well. And they wear black and white hoops, but they wear the socks of their club teams. So they all wear different socks.
Ah.
Yeah.
Thank you very much indeed. Now, Jill. All these answers begin with the letters B-A-R. Do you fancy talking us through this board?
No.
OK.
The 2 I knew had gone, and the only other one that I'm absolutely sure of is the adult male singing voice pitched between tenor and bass, and that's baritone.
A baritone, says Jill. Let's see how many of our 100 people said baritone. Baritone is right. Down there goes to 68.
What's your singing voice?
It is a baritone.
You're a baritone.
Yeah,
I'm sure you said that before, but then I wasn't sure. How are you on the rest of these, by the way? Do you know the surname of the surgeon?
Yes, Barnard, Christian Barnard.
Christian Barnard. Would have scored you 35. Now, Frederick I, this is a name we know.
Barbarossa.
Barbarossa, yep. Barber meaning beard and Rossa meaning red. 14 for that. The best answer on the board, though, is this last one. Do you know that?
No.
It's a tricky one, isn't it? It's a Barcan. 5 points. Very well done if you said that at home.
And thank you very much indeed. OK, we are halfway through our round. Let's have a look at those scores. Well, 35, the best score of the past, James. Well done, you. Then 41 is where we find Sam and Nigel. 68 is where we find Jill and Bert. So, Bert, you get the new board. Make sure you find something nice and low scoring. Good luck with that. We're going to come back down the line now. Will the second players please step up to the podium? Let's put 6 more clues to words beginning with BAR on the board, and here they come. Chemical element with atomic number 56. Fictional county, the setting of a series of 6 novels by Anthony Trollope. The 1968 science fiction film directed by Roger Vadim, starring Jane Fonda in the title role. Island, formerly called Dulcina, situated 40 kilometres north of Antigua. Surname of the circus impresario, played by Hugh Jackman in the 2017 film The Greatest Showman. And 2-word rhyming name for the group of fans who follow the England cricket team. I'll read those again for you. Chemical element with atomic number 56. Fictional county, the setting of a series of 6 novels by Anthony Trollope. The 1968 science fiction film directed by Roger Vadim, starring Jane Fonda in the title role. Island, formerly called Dulcina, situated 40 kilometres north of Antigua. Surname of the circus impresario, played by Hugh Jackman in the 2017 film The Greatest Showman. And 2-word rhyming name for the group of fans who follow the England cricket team. There we are. Bert.
Right. I'm going to go for something that's a little bit older in the 1968 science fiction film directed by Roger Vadim, and that was Barbarella.
Barbarella, says Bert. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Barbarella. No red line for you as you're the high scorers. Barbarella is right. Down that goes to 51, taking your total up to 119.
Yeah, and that's where Duran Duran got their name from, Dr. Duran Duran in that film. And they used to play early gigs at Barbarella's Club in Birmingham as well.
Good, yeah, good. Good. Thank you. Now, Ellie. Ellie, 35's your score. 83 or less gets you through. So what are the answers to these clues? They all begin bar.
Well, I actually did a chemistry degree, so this is going to be horrifically embarrassing if I get this incorrect. But I think the chemical element is barium.
Barium. It's the only one I could think of
Yeah.
in the limited time available. Let's see. Barium. Here is your red line. Can you get below it? It is barium. Phew. There we are. Very well done. Down it goes to 40. 75 is your total. Through you go to round 3.
Yeah, discovered by Humphrey Davy, as with so many things.
Thank you very much indeed. Now then, Nigel. 41 is your score. 77 or less gets you through.
Struggling a bit here. I think the only one I can maybe have a go at is the island formerly called Dulcina. Would that be Barbados?
OK, Barbados, says Nigel. Here is your red line. Let's see if Barbados is right. Can you get through to the next round with Barbados? No. Bad luck, Nigel. I'm afraid that's an incorrect answer. Scores you 100 points. Takes your total up to 141.
Yeah, sorry, Nigel. It's the other island that makes up Antigua's name, which is Antigua
Barbuda.
and Barbuda. Yeah. And it would have scored 13 points. Now at the bottom, the 2-word rhyming name for the cricket fans.
Barmy Army.
Barmy Army. We're in 35. The circus impresario.
Barnum.
Would have scored 50. And the best answer on the board, the fictional county.
Barchester.
I said Barchester as well, and we are both incorrect. Because Barchester is the county town.
Oh, Barset.
Of Barsetshire.
Barsetshire.
Barsetshire, yeah. So very well done if you didn't fall into that trap. 4 points if you got Barsetshire. Yeah, Barchester is the town, right?
Of course it is. Thank you very much indeed. Well, we are at the end of our second round. We have to say goodbye to one of our pairs, Nigel and Sam. Oh, you were doing so well till that last moment there. Barbuda, I'm afraid, got you. But you'll be back next time. And let's hope we see you beyond round 2 then. But meantime, thank you very much indeed, Nigel and Sam. But for the remaining 2 pairs, it is now time for the head-to-head. Congratulations, James and Ellie, Jill and Bert. You are now one step closer to the final and a chance to play for our jackpot, which currently stands at £3,500. The big news is, though, you're now allowed to confer. First pair to win 2 questions will be playing for that jackpot. Well.
Wow, Jill and Bert thought they were gone there, didn't they?
Oh, did they not?
They were already packing for the journey home. Let's see if they can take advantage of that little lifeline.
Absolutely. And James and Ellie, good to have you with us in the head-to-head. Best of luck to both pairs. Let's play the head-to-head. Here comes your first question, and it concerns sewing essentials. Richard.
We are going to show you 5 pictures now of items used in sewing or dressmaking. We're going to give you their initials as well, but what are they, please?
Thank you very much indeed. So let's reveal our 5 sewing essentials. Here they come. We have got A, P, S. B, S, R. C, T. D, N, T. And E, B. There we are. Okay, James and Ellie, you're our low scorers, so you get to go first. Feel free to confer.
Cool, I think we have our answer.
Yes, what are you going to go for?
So we know most of them, I think, but we think A with pairing scissors.
Pairing scissors. Pairing scissors. Okay, Jill and Bert, what are you going to go for? Do you want to talk us through that board?
Yeah, we think the first one is pinking shears.
Scissors.
Shears. And the second one, I believe, is seam ripper, thimble, needle threader,
and bobbins.
bobbin. I think we'll go for A.
Okay, you're both
shears.
going to go for. We've got
Pinking
pairing
shears.
scissors versus pinking shears.
shears.
Okay.
What do we think, James and Ellie? Pairing scissors. Let's see if, well, only one of you can be right. Let's see what happens when we say pairing scissors. Well, it's not. I say you can't both be right.
No.
It doesn't necessarily mean either of you are, of course. But Jill and Bert, you only have to be right with pinking shears, and you will win the point. Is pinking shears right? Pinking shears is absolutely right. Well done. Down that goes to 35, and it means Jill and Bert, after one question, you're up 1-0.
Yeah, pairing scissors is a dating website for hairdressers, I'm afraid. Jill, you took us through that beautifully. You got every single thing right there. You didn't go for the best answer, though. The best answer would have been seam ripper, which is B. That would have scored you 7 points. Thimble is a very big scorer. 91 people said thimble. And needle threader would have scored you 52. And bobbins, 56.
There we are. Thank you very much indeed. Richard, here comes your second question. James and Ellie,
Yeah.
you have to win this one, stay in the game. Jill and Bert get to answer it first, so good luck with that. Here comes the second question, and it is all about Mondays. Richard.
Yep, just 5 clues now to facts about Mondays.
Very good indeed. OK, let's reveal our 5 Monday facts, and here they come. We have got celestial object after which Monday is named. Title of the 1979 UK #1 single by the Boomtown Rats. The month in which Blue Monday, said to be the most depressing day of the year, occurs. Band associated with the Manchester scene, whose hits include Step On and Kinky Afro. And Goodbye Blue Monday is the alternative title to this 1973 Kurt Vonnegut novel. Here they are again. Celestial object after which Monday is named. Title of the 1979 UK #1 single by the Boomtown Rats. The month in which Blue Monday, said to be the most depressing day of the year, occurs. Band associated with the Manchester scene, whose hits include Step On and Kinky Afro. And Goodbye Blue Monday is the alternative title to this 1973 Kurt Vonnegut novel. There we are. Now, Jill and Bert, you go first.
First one's black. Second one's I don't like Mondays. I'm not sure about any others. Do you want to go for that one?
Yeah.
Yeah?
OK, we'd like to go with the band associated with the Manchester scene, whose hits include Step On and Kinky Afro, as in the Blue Mondays.
The Blue...
Sorry. Oh. Yeah.
Oh, Jill. I have to take your first answer. I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
The Blue Mondays. OK. James and Ellie, over to you.
Well, we had discussed perhaps going with that answer, but in this scenario, I think we're actually just going to choose the month in which Blue Monday is said to occur, which is January.
January.
Safe.
Okay, you could have just beaten them at their own game there. Okay, so we have the Blue Mondays and we have January. Jill and Bert have gone for the Blue Mondays for Step On and Kinky Afro. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. James and Ellie, meanwhile, have gone for January, the month in which Blue Monday, the most depressing day of the year, is meant to occur. Let's see if that's right. That's all it has to be. It is right. Very well done. Score's 46, but it was right. Which I'm afraid the Blue Mondays was not. And it means after 2 questions, it's 1-1.
Yeah, it's the third Monday in January, Blue Monday. Unlucky, Jill, I think you know the matter, the Happy Mondays, yeah, ironically. And Happy Mondays would have won you the point as well, because it would have scored you 29. This is quite a low score for the celestial object after which Monday is named.
The moon.
The moon, yeah. But only scores 39. The title of that Boomtown Rats single?
I mean, this is tricky, because obviously I know the song, Tell Me Why I Don't Like Mondays, but is it called Tell Me Why I Don't Like? It's probably just called Tell Me Why. Or is it brackets, Tell Me Why, close brackets, I Don't Like Mondays?
It's just called I Don't Like Mondays.
Okay.
We could have got that done so quickly, couldn't we? And I Don't Like Mondays, 44 for that. And Goodbye Blue Monday, Kurt Vonnegut novel.
Oh, I don't know which of the...
It's not his most famous one. Breakfast of Champions.
Right.
Well done if you said that, because it scored 5 points. Best answer up there.
Very good. Thank you very much indeed, Richard. OK, here comes your third question. Whoever wins this one goes through to the final and plays for that jackpot. So best of luck to both pairs. Our third question is all about men's Wimbledon champions. Richard.
Yeah, we're going to show you now the names of 5 men's Wimbledon champions, but we put their names in alphabetical order. So it's an anagram, but with all the letters in alphabetical order. Who are these champions, please?
Thank you very much indeed. Let's reveal our 5 men's Wimbledon champions. And they are BBC EEIKORRS, CEEHJMNNOOR, D lots of E's, FGO lots of R's, BB Gujnur, and Defliner. There we are. Now, James and Ellie, you go first.
I've got Boris Becker. Okay. Well, I don't know.
OK, we know 4 of them. We're going to go with Rafa Nadal.
OK. Oh, for which one?
The bottom one.
For the bottom one. Rafa Nadal. OK. For the bottom one. Now then, Jill and Bert. Do you want to talk us through the rest of that board?
I think the top one is Boris Becker.
Mm-hmm.
Second one we thought was Jimmy...
Mm-hmm.
No, I know it isn't, no.
Roger Federer.
Roger Federer.
And Bjorn Borg.
And Bjorn Borg. The last one.
Should we go for Bjorn Borg?
Yeah.
OK,
Yeah,
Bjorn
we're going to go for
Borg.
Bjorn Borg.
You'll go for Bjorn Borg. So we have Rafa Nadal and we have Bjorn Borg. James and Ellie went for Rafa Nadal. Let's see if that is right for the bottom one. Let's see how many of our 100 people got that. It is right. And that goes down to 22. Good score there. Jill and Bert, meanwhile, have gone for Bjorn Borg for the next one up. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Bjorn Borg. Again, it's right. Ooh, 44. Which means very well done indeed. James and Ellie, after 3 questions, you're through to the final 2-1.
Well played, James and Ellie. It's a low scorer, I think, so it's got the EL in there. No one really calls him Rafael Nadal, but it made it a harder answer to get. The second one down is the best answer on the board, so we'll leave that till last, but that's the one that would have seen you through. The top one, you're quite right, it's Boris Becker. Would have scored 56, and Roger Federer would have scored you 37. Now, this one's a very famous player. It's the best answer on the board. You not got it? You'll kick yourself. John McEnroe.
That's almost impossible to spot in there. Isn't that weird?
Scored 10 points. Very well done if you said that. Isn't that weird?
Yeah. There we go. Thank you very much indeed. Now, that means the pair leaving us at the end of the head-to-head round, it's Jill and Bert. But it's not terrible news. It means you'll be back next time. We'll get to see another suit from you, Bert. I don't know. It's all very exciting. And you've played so well today. Let's hope you can take it this far and maybe one step further next time. Anyway, thank you very much for playing Jill and Bert. Bert for James and Ellie. It is now time for our pointless final. Congratulations, James and Ellie. Well done. You've seen off all the competition and you have won our coveted Pointless trophy. You now get a chance to win our Pointless jackpot. And at the end of today's show, the jackpot is standing at £3,500. With that was a slightly weird head-to-head round, wasn't it? I mean, sometimes we'll get an incorrect answer, but not two straight like that. It's very symmetrical, you know, very nice, nice. What do you want to see come up in this last round? What's going to help you win that jackpot?
I would really like Taylor Swift to come up. It's my specialist subject.
OK.
But...
And for me, sport or flags, geography.
OK. Who knows what'll come up? You know what happens. It's usually a sort of hodgepodge, but on this board, 4 things will appear. We've just got to hope something up there appeals to you. So good luck. Here is today's selection. It is champions in equestrian sports, Eurovision, the Bronte sisters, and the year 1962. What do you think?
Yeah, straight away I'm thinking Eurovision.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Considering you've been to see it.
I have been to see it once.
You've been to see it? Where did you go?
Yes, I went to Stockholm in 2016 to see Eurovision, which was quite an experience.
OK, well, that might feed into some excellent Pointless knowledge. You never know. Richard?
It may well. We're looking for any of the following 3 things, please. We're looking for any host town or city.
Oh, fantastic.
From 1956 all the way through to the 2019 Eurovision, please. We are looking for any act which is contested in the BBC's Eurovision You Decide. That's been from 2016 to 2019. So 24 acts who have attempted to become the British Eurovision entry. Or we are looking for any Eurovision winning song with a 1-word title, not including hyphens. Hyphenated words would be more than one. So Eurovision host cities and towns, finalists in You Decide, or Eurovision winning songs with a 1-word title. Very best of luck.
Thank you very much indeed. OK, as always, you've got up to a minute to come up with 3 answers. All you need to win the jackpot is for just 1 answer to be pointless. You don't have to answer all 3 categories. Just focus on whichever ones you like the look of. Are you ready?
Yes.
OK, let's put 60 seconds up on the clock. There they are. Your time starts now.
Swear someone from Blue was in.
OK, so straight away, Joe and Jake competed in 2016, the year I went. I also would say Baku, probably
Yes,
is
I was
a
thinking
host
that
city.
for Azerbaijan.
Yeah, for Azerbaijan.
So Joe and Jake.
Yeah.
As a Baku for Azerbaijan.
Azerbaijan.
Duncan James.
It was in...
or Anthony Costa, were they in...
I don't know if they compete... I didn't watch the show, so I can't
that's
say. I was trying to think of another city that it was in, because I went and saw it in Stockholm, and after that it was somewhere in Ukraine.
Portugal, Lisbon.
It was in Lisbon.
Kiev.
I don't know. I can't remember where it was in Ukraine.
Kiev.
Yeah, but it might not have been in Kiev.
Okay, well let's.
Okay, we'll just stick with Kiev.
You sure Baku?
I'm fairly certain of Baku. Or do you want to say Stockholm because I was there?
No. Well, we'll say Baku.
Yeah.
We've got to go pointless. Baku,
Yeah.
Joe and
Jake,
and
10 seconds
Anthony
left.
Costa. Oh, Duncan James. Duncan James.
You think
I
he was in
Duncan
it?
James, yeah.
Okay.
No, Keeley Hazel maybe. That's what I'm thinking. Duncan James. Keeley Hazel.
Okay, you want to say that?
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Let's go.
OK, that's your minute up. Just as you decide on your 3 answers, what are they?
Eurovision host cities and towns. I believe it's in Baku.
Baku.
In Azerbaijan. I also think Joe and Jake competed the year that I went and saw
Joe and
Eurovision,
Jake?
and they are the finalists of, I want to say, BBC Eurovision You Decide, because they competed. So it sounds good enough. And then you want to say...
Keeley Hazel for finalists to the BBC's Eurovision You Decide.
Keeley Hazel. OK, of those 3, which is your best shot at a pointless answer?
I think probably Joe and
Joe
Josh.
and
Okay.
Jake.
Joe and Jake, sorry.
Joe and Jake we'll put last. Least likely
I
to
hope
be
it's not
pointless.
Jake and Joe now. Baku?
Baku.
OK,
yeah.
Baku, and then Keeley Hazel goes in the middle.
Yes.
OK, well, let's put those answers up on the board in that order then, and here they are. We have got Baku, Keeley Hazel, Joe and Jake. Well, it'd be lovely if one of those answers turned out to be pointless and wins that jackpot for you. £3,500. Not a bad jackpot to be taking home. James, what would you like to do with that if you were to win?
So, as well as playing hockey, I run the junior section at the club I play for. So part of the money I'd like to put to go towards buying some of the new kit that we've just gone to as a club to try and get our junior teams able to wear that.
Very
and
good
with
indeed.
the other bit I've just completed on a flat, so it will go towards furnishing, etc.
OK, very good indeed. Now, Ellie, how about you?
I'm far less virtuous than James. I'm rather into my nice shoes and handbags, so I'd probably splurge and buy myself something. And I'm also hoping to complete in the next 6 months, so also furnishing my flat.
Okay, well, good luck on all those scores, and particularly on this score here. Baku is your first answer. In this case, we were looking for any host cities and towns of Eurovision. You've gone for Baku in Azerbaijan. Let's see if that is right for £3,500. Is Baku pointless? Baku is right. Just has to go all the way down to the bottom of the column now, and you will leave here with £3,500. Baku taking us down into single figures, still going down. No, it's 7. 7 of our 100 people got Baku. So let's move quickly on to Keeley Hazel. This was your next answer. In this case, we were looking for finalists of the BBC's Eurovision You Decide. You've gone for Keeley Hazel. Let's see if that's right. For £3,500, is Keeley Hazel pointless? OK, let's not dwell on that. An incorrect answer, as it turns out. So we turn to your third and final answer. Joe and Jake. This was the act that you saw when you went to Stockholm in 2016.
2016.
Joe and Jake, again, we're looking for finalists of Eurovision You Decide. Let's find out for £3,500. Is Joe and Jake pointless? Again, it's right. Baku is your first answer. That took us all the way down to 7. Keeley Hazel turned out to be incorrect. But Joe and Jake now, single figures passing 7, still going down, still getting on. 1! 1 person. Well, I mean, that fell incredibly nicely for you. I have a horrible feeling you're going to know a lot of the answers, but you did incredibly well. Joe and Jake, that was a great answer there, going down to 1. I'm afraid you didn't manage to find the all-important pointless answer there, so you don't win today's jackpot, but you do get to take home today's coveted pointless trophy. So very, very well done for that.
Yeah, no, listen, looking at the scores, one of our 100 was a big Eurovision expert because there's an awful lot of one-point answers out there in all 3 of the categories. So, yeah, if it wasn't for that one person, there would have been an awful lot more pointless answers. We will start, shall we, with Eurovision host cities and towns. All of these were pointless. You could have had Düsseldorf, Istanbul, The Hague, Zagreb, and Lugano, which was the site of the very first Eurovision. All of those were pointless answers. I mean, even there's 1-point scores for Bergen, Frankfurt, Gothenburg, Hilversum, Lausanne, and Mill Street, which a lot of our Irish viewers might have said Mill Street was a 1-point answer. Now, the finalists in Eurovision You Decide, Anissa Goldstein, girl group, Jazz Ellington, who was on The Voice, Carrie-Anne, who was from X Factor, Asanda, Holly Tandy as well were pointless answers there, but loads and loads of 1-pointers there. I mean, loads. And Eurovision winning songs with a 1-word title. There's only 1 pointless answer, and that is Nocturne. That's the Norwegian group Secret Garden. But yeah, everything else scored points. Again, loads of 1-point answers there. Diva, Everybody, loads and loads.
Thank you very much indeed, and thank you, James and Ellie. I'm sorry you didn't win our jackpot today. That'll therefore roll over onto the next show, when we will be playing for £4,500. Join us then to see if someone can win it. Meanwhile, it's goodbye from Richard.
Goodbye.
And it's goodbye from me. Goodbye.